We're still answering questions here, so we're going to try to answer them as best as we can.
All right, this one is from Juan.
From who?
Juan.
Okay.
He would like to know, is the Earth flat?
No.
Okay, hold on. This is just part of it. Do we have a dome over this plane of existence?
Well, you could call it a dome. You could call it the electronical magnetic fields. Most of the planets in this galaxy, or in the universe for that matter, have some form of electrical magnetic energies that protects it from the radiations, the atmosphere out in space for what. But no, the Earth is not flat, and the Earth does have certain hollow areas.
Okay. Now he also wants to know, why is it that 30,000 feet up, no one can see stars up there?
Well, we go back again. It's the ionosphere, the electrical magnetics. Look at the sky during the day. The blue, that is the ionosphere. That is the electrical magnetics that protects the ozone, the things that you and I breathe with. It's quite common throughout the universe in different shades, of course.
And he also says gravity does not hold the air in. That would imply there is a dome, just like the movie, The Truman Show. Kind of like, but...
I don't know what The Truman Show is.
I did see it, okay. And no.
But...
we are not, yeah, we are, no.
So here's an experiment you can do, Juan. Get you a regular plastic bowl, not a big one, and fill it about half full of water. And then take your finger, your one finger here, and twirl it as fast as you can. As fast as you can. And do it counterclockwise as the Earth's rotation. And as you're doing it, notice that there's a bevel that comes in, a transparent bevel. The same process with the Earth. It holds what's in it in. The air, the rotational, and the magnetics, and the atmospheric conditions up 30, 40,000 feet do hold the air down. It's a very simple process and been scientifically proven.
He also wants to know, is space actually liquid water?
No, no.
Okay.
Space is not void either. There is moisture and there is air in space. Man has a lot to learn about the concepts of outer space. He really does.
Okay. We are going to do a video on Yellowstone. Mm-hmm. So Deborah, I see your question. We will answer it when we do that video. This is from my friend Pauline. Hi, Pauline.
Well, hello.
She wants to know, when traveling in a Varana, do the Palladians use a wormhole to traverse the vast universe?
Yes.
Are the Varanas piloted by thought or other means?
They are piloted by they're piloted by a system that we call transcribable intelligence. It's not nanotechnology or artificial intelligence. It is transcribable. In other words, our thoughts go into the system of guidance. And yes, there are wormholes out there. If you want to see one of these wormholes, look at some of the pictures that's been taken by the various space agencies of these black holes. They do not suck in galaxies. They do not destroy worlds. They are transversable realms. Some people will call them dimensions, which would be a good analogy. We call them transcribable realms. And plus, let me tell you a little bit about the Varanas on the inside. They are gravity controlled. other words, there may be no gravity outside, but there is gravity inside.
Okay. All right, this is mapped. Does holy water marked with your thumb on your forehead and heart make an actual difference?
Boy. The Catholic don't like me anyway, but they're going to really hate me now. And this goes back again to created beliefs by religion to control the masses. You have a headache, we'll put some holy water on it, and your headache's gone. You have arthritis, is crippling. Let me lay hands on you. No, that is a created fantasy. Just like my brother walking on water. Sorry, people. You asked for the truth. I'm giving you the truth.
But we do have the ability.
We have the ability to heal ourselves.
Yes. And there is many healers in the world.
Absolutely.
Yes. I haven't marveled that one yet, because many of you know that I deal with many health issues. Maybe one day. All right. This is awesome, Matt. Who made Easter Island heads?
Easter Island is the remaining remnants of Mu, or Lemuria. People who know that it was a continent that was destroyed by cataclysmic events, so I think something like 38,000 years ago, just like the land of Attila. There was a war that came out of the heavens and ended up right here. We've discussed a little bit about this.
Okay, next one's from Lottie. And I'm going to answer part of it and you can answer part of it. Does it hurt when you die? No. When we actually pass over, you don't hurt. What hurts is, the body, this is a physical, our soul comes into a physical body. All this is a shell. And so when we die, the soul leaves the shell. There is a process, and many people do become ill. And so when you're ill, yes, unfortunately, some of us, when we are getting ready to die, are in tremendous amount of pain. That pain does not last. There is no pain when we actually pass over. Do you want to add to it?
I don't like using the word die. This shell, which is called the human body, is like any mechanical organism. Eventually, it starts having problems. That's a common knowledge in life. Once we pass over, it's like a blink of an eye. Where we're from, we don't even worry about time like people here on this planet does. Once it passes over, it goes through a process that we call rejuvenation. And then that spiritual soul, that third eye, the God gene, is reborn into a new body to continue its lessons or its process or whatever you've been brought back here to do. And we talked about this earlier in one of the videos, that the memories, where you remember your past lives, if you allow your brain to start processing itself, yes, you will remember everything you did in a past life. Who asked that question?
That was Lottie.
Thank you, Lottie. That was a very lovely question.
Chris asked, what's the meaning of life, the universe, and everything? It's a good question.
The meaning of life?
Yeah.
The very word itself, life. To live. To live to your fullest abilities. your fullest understanding of yourself. And it's like I talked to my two sisters last night, Sherry and Lisa. How can you love somebody else until you love yourself first? How can you better your life or better somebody else's life, maybe your children, until you have an understanding of yourself? I mean, it's very simple. It doesn't take a rocket science to understand that. Love yourself and you're able to love your fellow man, your fellow human, as Carrie calls it.
Okay. And I'll tell you, I think the most important lesson that we can learn in this life is how to love.
Mm-hmm. Love is the greatest gift that you could ever give to anybody. Give freely.
All right. Somebody's wondering if the
Shroud of Turin?
yes, is genuine.
Yes, it is genuine.
And actually, they tested that to verify my brother's blood.
Yes, they did that
yes.
in 1989.
I mean, okay, these are from Matt. The chakras are the 12 main chakras in the body, as in the Hindu philosophy.
Yes, I think the understanding of the chakras as the Hindus teach is as close to the facts as you can get. It's unfortunately it's not taught in Christian circles because, well, I mean, they don't study this stuff. To understand the chakras, you have to understand yourself and the creation story. It goes back again. The chakra is that third eye. It is the God gene, and it has many properties and many abilities.
Here's something Matt wants to know. Did the Incas and Maya coexist with
The Aztecs?
what's that word? I can't even pronunciate it.
Stegosaurus? A dinosaur.
Oh, okay.
A theropod. Yes. The dinosaurs did not die out 65 million years ago as science really wants you to believe, because in the Bible, the book of Job, chapters 40 and 41, it talks about the Leviathan, the behemoth. These animals walked with man. You got to understand, the Incas are the fathers or the forefronts of the Mayans, the Anasazi, the Zuni, and the Hopi Indians, and many other various Native American tribes, and including South and Central American tribes. They were all scattered. And remember the war that came out of the heavens.
All right. And I'm just going to simplify it. He wants to know, who made the genetics for Cro-Magnon, Neanderthal, Homo erectus, the Africans, and the early,
Well, the one, we go back to the Watcher Angels, the Nephilim, the giants, the Anunnaki. They were all one in the same. Neanderthal is just another understanding that science has placed there. Cro-Magnon was another understanding that science has placed there. But if we go back again, as we were talking about the Incas, the Mayans and stuff, they were all the same, one and the same. The Anunnaki Watchers / Nephilim, they came here, they were the protectors of creation. They were here in the sacred garden of Edom, the Pakshur people. So, where did the black people come from? The curse of Ham. The curse of Ham. They were known as the Cushites. You got to understand, 412,000 years ago, there was genetics being done on this planet. Genetics is not an exact science. It is a science that takes a gene from one being and tries to splice it into another being. And some of the creations worked and some of them didn't work. The Kushites were created as a worker species, and unfortunately some of that was stuffed off to one side and the creation story continued. The first human, and I don't want to say Homo erectus or, we came out of trees and we crawled out of the ocean, then into trees. No. Man started at the top of the ladder. The Sumerians started at the top of the ladder. And that would be taken around 212,000 BC. Now, some of these Nephilim, Anakai / giants remains that have been discovered in the last couple hundred years, they have found out their DNA is identical to many of the Anglo-Saxon European cultures, including the ones that was discovered in Armenia. They were all Caucasian.
All right. How long have we been videotaping on this one?
Oh, about 16 minutes.
Okay, we're going to close this. The next one we're going to do is on Yellowstone. And thank you, Matt, because I see that you do have those questions on here. That's awesome. I'll tell you, Matt, you have made my job much, much easier. What I do out of love. And I'm only one person. So
don't let her kid you. She's doing it out of love, but she thinks she's going to get some Mexican food after this deal. That does sound good, doesn't it?
No, I've got a toothache, so I can't.
Well, I'll have to eat double for us.
Yeah. You're a character. He is a character. And we do joke. We have to laugh because we're dealing with such serious stuff. All right, so yeah, we're going to shut this off and we're going to do the next one on Yellowstone, and then I'm going to be reading some because I'm not going to post it, but I will read it to you about his birth line. Okay, be right back.